these bad boys. Absolutely beautiful. Well done, Morrisons. You've done well. I'll have to break the seal. Well, hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm back out, and I've just parked at Wandledath National Trust car park. I'm a member, so it doesn't cost anything, and when I get back tomorrow I'll just put another ticket on. Hopefully I don't get fined. Well, anyway, again I'm staying on the theme of tarns and camping next to tarns. And today, you probably guessed, I'm going to camp next to Duck Tarn. It's a small tarn not so far away from Wandledath. It's only a short walk, and it ain't very high. It's around about 550 metres, maybe 450, I'm not sure. There is a wain right next to it, Great Crag, which I will be checking off my list. Now if you look up there, you may remember not so long ago I did a camp at Bleaton, and I came down a really funky way, a bit sketchy, down a gully, and I had to walk along the side of the hill just here till I got to the path where I was meant to be on. I'm fairly excited about this camp, and the reason being is I've got a new piece of kit. Nothing better than having a new piece of kit to try out. It's nothing fancy. It's a skillet frying pan, and then it's a jet boil one. And these things are not cheap. I've tried to use the cheap one and it just doesn't work. So I have brought it, and I've brought a steak, fancy steak. 2 steaks actually, for my supper tonight. So I'll be chefing them up a bit later on with them. Nothing fancy, just some super noodles from one extreme to the other, I think. So, some of you might remember in my last video, or you might not if you didn't see it, put me airbed, air mattress, keeps getting a leak in it. It's a Cedar Summit Etherlite XT insulated, and I've only had it a year, and for some reason it's getting, I wouldn't say punctures, it's getting leaks. I think it's faulty. If you look here, you can see that it's in the impressions, and it's only on the top side. And I use all kinds of measures not to get any punctures in any case. But since I've fixed it again, so it's about the 6th fix I've done. See what it's like, but I'm going to send an email to Sea Summit and see what they come up with, see how they treat us, and I'll let you know. So that there's Great Crag, and it's quite a good view for not being very high. You can see Wandledath and Wandledath Tarn, and down this way you can see Rosthwaite and Borrowdale Valley. The weather today was meant to be horrific, really windy. Now I'm getting a little bit of a breeze here on the top, but just down from here, nothing. So it's fairly calm, and it's not raining. So it's fairer weather than what the forecast said it was going to be. Well, that's Dock Tarn, and it's very peaceful. I bet you it looks beautiful in the summer, and it's very quiet here. I would have thought there would have been more people up here. I did see a few people at Wandledath, but can't see anybody up here. Now it is early, so it's a little bit early to put the tent up, but I want to have a little walk around and find the best pitch. So the path runs along this side of the tarn, and there isn't a path on the other side, so there'll be less traffic there if I was to set the tent up early. Oh, we've got some geese. So you know where it is? I don't know if I fancy the tarn, to be honest. It doesn't look very interesting. It looks boggy and wet, and there's no views. So I'm going to have a look around the surrounding area. There's some nice crags over there. If I can find somewhere nice and sheltered from the wind, that's where I'm going to go. I'll get some water on the way up. Sometimes I just like being somewhere where I can get a view. I mean, this tarn is nice, but it's very boggy. And to be honest, there's no views from down there because you're in a little bowl. Yeah, you're sheltered from the wind, but there just isn't any views. I need like a little bit of a compromise, so I'm going to have a wander about. Ooh. So I do believe I've found my pitch. I hope you can hear this because I didn't bring my microphone. Dope. So anyway, I decided not to camp next to the tarn. It was a little bit boggy and boring and dull, so I've just come up from it onto High Crag, it's called, and down a little bit, and I'm on the side of Seathwaite Fell, and you can just see there Eagle Crag, which is on my to-do list, and Rosthwaite Fell just there, which I haven't done yet either. That's on my to-do list. Actually, no, I have done it. I've done it on the way up to Glaramara, and just there you've got Ulsgarth as well. where I am is not very high, but I've got plenty to do tonight, and this is nice and sheltered because the wind is starting to get up. You might be able to hear it. So it's a bit early to put the tent up. I don't know whether this is a path. It's not a marked path on the map. It's more a wall to keep the sheep off the fell, I guess. Well, the weather was forecast to be bad. Lots of wind and a tiny bit of rain and cloud fog, but haven't seen any of that yet, apart from the wind is getting up and it could rain any minute, so I'll just play it by here and I'll put the tent up in a sec. Well, that's the tent up, and just in the nick of time. Can you hear the wind? I'm just behind this dry stone wall and I've got crags all around us, so all I can hear is the wind going absolutely berserk, but I'm totally sheltered here. I'm not sure if it's a path. I don't think it is. I think it's just where they've put the wall, but it's a lovely little spot. It's the best I can find out of the wind anyway. Ah, nice cup of tea. Five is in the hour and it's time for a tipple. Nothing special today though, just some Captain Morgan's spiced rum and Coke. We're going posh today. I also have a little bit of Southern Comfort, so I'll be merry tonight, along with 2 steaks cooked in one's new frying pan, or skillet, as I think they're known better as skillet. But that's what I'm going to use to cook me steaks, posh. And with the steak I'm going to have noodles, not so posh. And for in the morning I've got some microwave sausages, which I'm going to cook in my new skillet. And I have some cheesy buns to put them in. That's for breakfast. For snack I've got some cheese and crisps. But now it's time for the Captain Morgan spiced rum and Coke from the famous flask. Yes, that's lovely, that. So I think I'm going to be stuck in the tent from now. It's raining and the wind is getting up as promised by the weatherman. I think I hit lucky finding this spot next to a dry stone wall. It's providing a lot of shelter from the wind. Looking at this, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of wind, to be honest, but you can hear it whistling through the wall. And if you come out of this sheltered spot, it is getting up. It is quite bad. It's not the worst I've been in, but it wouldn't have been very nice sitting in it. Put it that way. I'm waiting to put my air mat up. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been having a lot of trouble with it. It's a Sea to Summit Etherlite XT insulated, and don't get us wrong, I love the mattress. It's amazing. It's so comfortable and I really do like it, and it served as well, but I've only had it maybe 12 months. Just recently I've started to have leaks and I've had to fix it. Now all the punctures seem to be in a strange place. They're not on the underside, which wouldn't make any difference because I protect the underside with a Hilleberg footprint and a Hilleberg inner tent, and then insulated foil mat, and then the air mattress. None of the punctures are on the bottom. They're all on the top. They're all in the middle where my arse stands, and they seem to be in the recess of the quilted part of the mattress. So like the little round circle where the mattress goes in. So nothing's actually touching that, and they're all in the little seam bit. So to me, it seems like I've getting a faulty mattress. That's the line I'm going for, that I've getting a faulty mattress. Because I wouldn't like to think that all of these Sea to Summit mattresses do this. So I'm guessing I've getting a faulty one. And like I've said, I'm going to send them an email with all the pictures and explaining it, and I'm going to see how they deal with me, and I'll let you know. It's time for steak. These bad boys, actually, they're not that bad. They're from Morrison's. It's 3 for £10. They look alright. I'm guessing they're going to shrink to half the size. Anyway, to get these out of here, I do have a big knife. So I'm going to cut these out of here, and then I'm going to stick them in my new pan, which comes in it's a jet boil skillet. It comes in a lovely little pouch with jet boil, jet boil, jet boil written all over it. Very stylish, and it's nice and shiny. It comes with a little thing. I have discovered a little problem, one little problem with this. In my excitement of frying some steaks, I did not bring a plate, and the only knife I have is the same one I'm cutting them out of the packet with, and it's a bloody big sharp knife, and I ain't cutting in this pan, otherwise it'll be ruined. So I guess I'm eating my steaks by hand. It's a shame. It spoils the aesthetics of the video. I do have what looks like urine, but it's not. It's actually oil, olive oil. I wanted to bring butter, so I don't believe in taking oil over a certain temperature, otherwise it's bad for you. But this was easier, so this would be naughty once. That's what I'm going to use to fry it in my skillet, on my cooker. Let's get on with it. Don't have a plate to cut it on, so I'm going to use, I've put it on top of the other steak, and I'm going to slice it up. Oh, it's tender. It's not slightly overcooked, I think. Got to get the hang of that, but I'm going to try this now. That's beautiful. I didn't bring my salt and pepper, which is the disgrace not to season a steak. It's my first time. But that's good. That's really good. I'm going to enjoy the steak. That steak was absolutely beautiful. 3 for £10. So that's 6 steaks for £10 from Morrison's. Well done, Morrison's. You've done well. Anyway, I think I overcooked it, but it was still nice and tender, which I think is a tribute to Morrison's, to be honest, because my cooking wasn't very good. But thumbs up to the Jetboil skillet as well. I've just cleaned it, no sticking, just right round with water and a little bit of moss, and whoosh, it's clean. Well done, Jetboil. You wouldn't let us down. No, you shouldn't, for the price. Anyway, I'm going to have to go outside, unfortunately. I'm going to have to break the seal. Well, it won't be long until it's dark. I'm going to get settled in the tent now, so I'm going to put my warm stuff on, my down trousers, base layer bottoms, and a nice merino wool long sleeve top. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's fairly warm. I'm fairly comfortable. I'm in a t-shirt in my tent. It's quite stormy outside, but it's obviously rain and wind. It's not cold. Maybe it's the summer is on its way. So it's the second round of tea. I've ate my steaks. So I'm having the second part of my tea, which is noodles a la carte. I love these. Noodles a la carte. Because there's not many camping foods that beat noodles. They're so easy. They're light as a feather, and once cooked, so tasty. Don't knock them until you've tried them. Well, it looks like I'm in for a stormy night, so I'm going to sit and sup the rest of my Southern Comfort, and then I'm going to turn off and put my head down and go to sleep. And unless something drastic happens during the night, I will see you in the morning. Morning. It was a windy one last night. Extremely windy. Didn't get a lot of sleep. Never mind, never mind. Anyway, I think it's time for a nice cup of coffee. Well, that's it, all packed up. Had my coffee, and I did have my sausage sandwiches. Beautiful frying pan, excellent. So this has been a really nice camp, and I'm going to make my way back down to the car. Oh, by the way, so last night my airbed did go down again, so I'm guessing there's another puncture or another leak in the same area as before. I'm definitely going to right to see the summit. Anyway, it's been a really good camp. The airbed didn't go down early, it was a bit low this morning. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe, drop a like and a comment if you like, and I'll probably get back to you. And I'll see you on the next one.